So what will the season ahead look like? Adrienne Yih is with us now. She's Barclays Capital's senior e-commerce analyst. Adrienne, great to have you with us. And I guess where my question would lie is we know that for many, the picture may look pretty good in the weeks and even maybe a couple of months ahead. But we are starting to look past that to the forecasts of what happens as things sort of stabilized. What are you expecting to start to see disappointment for investors in that longer view?
I do not see disappointment on the horizon. I actually think that this really strong economic backdrop for the consumer continued all the way through the back half of the year. We are right about to enter one of the strongest prints. Sorry.
Oh, no.
One of the absolutely strongest prints on a quarterly basis. And I think this is just the beginning of a 4 to 6 quarter very, very successful run for these retailers. We're going to start to see it with the frontline retailers at the very onset. That's what's going to build for the first half of the year. And then we're going to transition to the off-price retailers and the wholesalers, the apparel manufacturers in the back half of the year. So I couldn't be more sanguine about the prospects, especially given that there's more child tax credit stimulus on the way.
Beyond sanguine, I would say jazzed, Adrienne. We saw on Friday a month-over-month number. So many people were saying retail sales have stalled, but I don't think they were taking into account the fact that the number was month-over-month. So it was coming from April where we had, like a 10% and 11% jump, and it was, on par with that. It means basically retail spending is supercharged at this level. How long does it hold here?
Yeah. So the term I like to say is off the hook, right? So these numbers
I like it too.
You're going to see sales that are up 70 to 100%. We are getting reads from early reporters who have pre-announced that they are comping over 2019 pre-pandemic levels, not by a little bit, but by the tune of 10 to 15%. Average unit retails, which are price points out the door, are up anywhere between 10 and 25%. And might I add that this is all under the backdrop of constrained supply because the supply chain is backed up. Imagine if we are able to get every piece of inventory that we would like, one can only assume that demand would be even higher. Now, given that backdrop, I would say that at some point you are going to see retailers have to raise initial retails to stem the flow of how hot this demand cycle is.